corner there. Huge. I don't know if you heard that, just a huge smack of bodies between them.
Yeah, oh, wow, did you see that? Beautiful athleticism and that beautiful slide, flying kick. Oh boy, this is as personal and as violent as they come. So of course at our last show, we saw Warren Banks return. The Nigerian Kaiju indeed is back in the house. And he was successful in our main event against Connor Mills, which by the way, was one for the ages. Warren Banks, man, like what is there to say about this kid? What a special talent. And like I was saying, the story continues. These things do indeed happen. Warren Banks is back at Coliseum, and once again, you know what? Warren Banks knows nothing but a main event. But what a main event he's got in front of him. Because as we saw at the last show, an individual who is undefeated here in Coliseum made his presence felt after the main event match. The Iceman cometh, and the Iceman is looking to take away the luster and the momentum of Warren Banks.
After a massive match against Connor Mills, it was hard-hitting, technical. One of the best matches I think I've seen here at Coliseum thus far. Warren Banks is on a momentum roll, but as we said, he is facing off against the undefeated Revenant of Coliseum.
Yeah. Out with the old and in with the cold. Warren Banks is arguably one of the most popular men in all of professional wrestling, one of the most likeable guys, a truly wonderful human being in every sense and a world-class athlete. But this is a different proposition. When I mention that Joel Redman and Mike Bird have fallen victim to this man, that tells you everything you need to know. For the Iceman returns to the Coliseum. Jakk, Sellström, it is out with the old and in with the cold. Lizard-like viciousness of Jakk Sellström as he stalks his way to the ring, and there is an icy feeling around it. You better watch yourself, pal. Look at the absolute. He just walked right past our announce desk, and the thing that it's legitimately gone cold. It is a warm summer's evening in August here in 2023 at the Stanley Oxford Coliseum, and Jakk Sellström just blew the winds of change right past our announce desk. The revenant of professional wrestling, the Iceman, Jakk Sellström, is here, and he's looking to dissect and destroy Warren Banks.
With a heart of ice, Jakk Sellström shows no remorse here in Coliseum. Coliseum is his playground where he dismantles the people's favourites. We have seen Jakk Sellström defeat Mike Bird, defeat Joel Redman. He came out to stare daggers at Warren Banks. Aaron, it's going to be quite a matchup here.
Do you know what? Coliseum has the best main events in British professional wrestling. Now I've said it. And the bottom line is that you cannot argue when you have this. Look at these two, man. What a contrast as they stand opposite each other. Warren Banks, the Nigerian Kaiju, has a extreme height advantage, but Jakk Sellström is as technically sound as they come. A match of the year factory is Jakk Sellström.
I remember when we first called the Jakk Sellström match against Joel Redman, and we talked about the metamorphosis, we talked about the reincarnation of Jakk Sellström and the soulless, heartless wrestler that he has become, but remaining that technical foundation that's always been there.
And Jakk Sellström used to be amongst the stars, and now he is amongst the cold, hard truth of professional wrestling. And to be fair, it has paid dividends like no other. This shift in personality, this shift in mentality, and he will stalk, he will train like no other. And I tell you what, as far as quality goes, this is a premium matchup as he looks to pick the ankle of Warren Banks. And that is exactly why Jakk Sellström does that, because he is as technically sound as anyone in the game.
There was actually a lot on the line in this match. Jakk Sellström, as we said, undefeated streaks in Coliseum is actually rarity because of the caliber of competition. Jakk Sellström would want to keep that. Warren Banks would want to destroy that streak.
Ugly already.
It's becoming into just a scrap at this point.
That's where the intelligence, though, is in in Jakk Sellström, he will take as much time as he can, and he's right back in again. And the speed at which Jakk Sellström moves is astonishing, but Warren Banks can match him hold for hold. But there's something that Jakk Sellström has done, something that he is carrying now, that has never been seen so much in British professional wrestling before. A vicious, cerebral nature that he's unmatched, but the power of Warren Banks is on display. What a shoulder block.
And it's not just the physical game of Jakk Sellström, it's the mindset. You've seen the kind of cryptic, spooky, scary promos that he's posted on Coliseum. His entrance with that crown of ice. It's all about the mind games as well with Jakk Sellström.
Mentality is important in this game. The greatest professional wrestlers you've ever seen all employed such incredible mind games for what they did from Jake the Snake Roberts to The Undertaker, and now Jakk Sellström is looking to plant himself very much in that conversation, especially when it comes to British independent wrestling. We've seen a lot of games tonight, a lot of high impact games. This is your chess match for the evening. This is going to be cerebral, this is going to be clinical, and it's going to be, frankly, a little bit violent. Look at that, employing that face looking out. I tell you what, this is getting real muddy, almost like MMA-esque here, and this is Warren Banks. You would think Warren Banks would have a disadvantage in a technical game, but he's really employing his height and power right now. Jakk Sellström, dare I say, ever so slightly frustrated, not expecting Warren Banks to have the fair share of things coming into this. Maybe he might have finally bitten off what he can chew against the Nigerian Kaiju.
Absolutely.
Warren Banks is the preeminent favourite here, and understandably. And if anyone has had a chance to talk to Warren Banks, what a gentleman of the game. Truly a great representation of British professional wrestling, and also a representation with the magnificent faction it is, the 8-7. But he really loves being a singles wrestler. He wants to be the man of Coliseum. This is his third match on the Coliseum, his third main event. Lovely headlock takeover, and look at this, employing a very powerful headlock. And he knows that Jakk Sellström cannot be afforded too much room. And look at that, employer, a head scissors, and he's blocked off. And Jakk Sellström very smart there. And Warren Banks just shaking him off, just ignoring. He's looking to just, oh, beautiful counter there into a pinfall combination, but back into the headlock goes Warren Banks. And again, back into that pinfall combination once again, and a 2 count once again. Very smart by Jakk Sellström. He knows that he's a smaller man, but it's all about momentum with this young man, this technical ability about shifting weight. We saw that when he wrestled Joel Redmond, who, by the way, had an extreme power and size advantage over him, and yet, albeit with a little bit of interference from Bullet, he was able to pick up a valuable win and a statement win in his debut.
Snapping around the corner there. Huge. I don't know if you heard that, just a huge smack of bodies between there.
Yeah, wow, did you see that? Beautiful athleticism and that beautiful flying kick
and frustration
from Warren Banks.
And
yeah, frustration again. But again, Jakk Sellström very smart, not allowing Warren Banks to build a chain of moves. Again, taking, oh, now this
coming
is bang to the outside. Look out, Warren Banks is flying into the Iceman Jakk Sellström, and the action is spilling out into the audience here. And Spine-Busted TV is even a risk, ladies and gentlemen. And man, Jakk Sellström and Warren Banks, this is not what we expected out of these two. A piercing sprawl into the audience of Coliseum, and both of these men, oh wow, Jakk Sellström taking a seat wherever he can find it, and look out, and these two men are now brought into the back of this beautiful Stanley Art Center, and now working their way through the middle as well, and this is not what I expected. I tell you what, this has got real personal, real quickly, between two preeminent, excellent professional wrestlers, and Warren Banks.
And very clear we go.
Very intelligent, breaking the 10 count is Warren Banks, and back we go again. He is looking to take advantage of Jakk Sellström, but Jakk Sellström, oh my God! That is a knife-edge chop like no other. That will literally take a piece of your soul. Says, oh wow, Warren Banks cutting him off at the buzzer. I'm not surprised he does not want more of that. A forearm shiver right across that chin.
Yeah. Shiver on the Iceman as well.
Do you know what? Maybe 2 years ago I would not have fancied Jakk Sellström, as he obviously used to be known as Jack Stars in a street fight, but this different version of him, he's probably loving this. This is a little bit more cerebral, but take nothing away from him. He's still a great professional wrestler, and oh look out, and Warren Banks for the culture, bringing it to the audience, and a knife-edge chop. And I tell you what, if you buy a ticket to Coliseum, you might just be a part of the action, as if on a lovely, lovely bit of show of respect there by Warren Banks to our wonderful audience. Now another forearm shiver, and Jakk Sellström taking a seat next to our audience here, and that young man is also, he knows how terrified that young man is of Jakk Sellström. That's what he brings. He brings such a cold, deviant, terrifying nature to professional wrestling. Look at him, he's begging off for Warren Banks. He's looking to create separation. Our referee here, rightfully so, trying to get these two men back in the ring. This is not what we expected from our main event this evening. We almost thought we were going to get a purist contest. We are not getting that up until this juncture. And Jakk Sellström finally back in the ring with Warren Banks.
It also shows the diversity of the work that these two, of Warren Banks and Jakk Sellström, that we came in here with a premonition, a expectation of what this match would be, and they have defied that at every single turn thus far.
Oh, Warren Banks is furious and a huge forearm right across the chin of Jakk Sellström, and it's something you don't want to do. Warren Banks might seem to be the nicest guy. You do not want to wind this young man up. The Nigerian Kaiju will dissect it. He gets caught coming in, and Jakk Sellström, oh, very smart by Jakk Sellström, going right for the knee of the mighty oak that is Warren Banks. Now look at that, chop down that tree, and this is what he does. He's cerebral, he dissects, he's methodical, and he is wearing away. Oh, look out, this is bad news for Warren Banks. He's going to knot that leg up, and that knee is going to be exposed across the ring post. There is no give there. There's no shift whatsoever. I've hit a ring post many a time, ladies and gentlemen. It is violent, it is vicious, and it can tear and it can crack tendons, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. He is trying to literally break Warren Banks' leg. Jesus, hellfire, a forearm right across the back. This is what he does. There is absolutely no quarters given from Jakk Sellström, and this...
Look at the knee just going straight into the back of Warren Banks.
You ever seen a man with such a terrifying change in persona, terrifying change in even his mentality, the way he wrestles, the way he fights, everything's so much more violent, so much more methodical. There is true malice in the heart of the Revenant.
Can we just appreciate, Carl, like, this match hasn't been going on for super long as of yet, but just notice the redness of Jakk Sellström in the chest area as a result of those slaps.
These two men are absolutely wearing away, and pale skin will give way to a great deal of bleed. Oh wow, and Warren Banks was slide to the flying crossbody, moved out of the way, and oh my god, that shotgun one-legged drop kick right into the chest of Jakk Sellström, and now a pinning combination by Warren Banks at just a 2 count. Warren Banks is really putting it on Jakk Sellström. He's not allowing him to build momentum, but I worry for that leg. He's still favouring it after that collision with the ring post.
And you know how cerebral Jakk is. He will know that that's injured, and he'll be looking to target that as soon as possible.
Warren Banks, he's feeling himself a bit. Maybe an ill-advised attempt at a suplex here. Consider, and I think that knee might have buckled slightly, but that being said, Jakk Sellström, very smart, lowering his centre of gravity, making it damn near impossibly suplex. He's dead weighting Warren Banks at this juncture. There he goes, and there we go. I'll tell you what, the leg has held out. Look at the falling suplex on the Nigerian Kaiju, and man, that leg apparently has got magical healing properties. It has to be said, just like Warren Banks, who, of course, I'll tell you, he's favouring the knee now. Warren Banks, of course, suffered an extremely debilitating rotator cuff injury, which had him out for the best part of the year, when he was just hitting his stride as arguably one of the biggest names in all of independent wrestling. But it is great to have him back well, relative full health, but Jakk Sellström is looking to put this guy back on the shelf. Oh my god.
Huge strike there by Warren Banks.
Shiver just rocks Jakk Sellström in the corner, and now he's looking to bring him from the outside in. John Reber will be extremely proud of him. Oh, beautiful float over by Jakk Sellström. Waist lock. Warren Banks, you see, applying the ropes there. Oh, beautiful technique.
Looking for that German.
He is. I'll tell you what, he's going to need some power, some shift. But I'll tell you, if anyone can do it, it will be Jakk Sellström. Oh, and the waist lock go behind by Warren Banks counters.
Report. Oh, there's the knee. There's the injury to the knee.
Do you know what? That's exactly why Jakk Sellström is now one of the most dangerous men in the world, because he's able to take it. Look how quick he was able to snap off that knee. He knew exactly in a moment's notice that he could apply an knee. Now looking for the one-legged Boston, and that is violent as well. Look at the torque on the knee. The knee is not meant to bend that way, and
that knee is looking at like a 90-degree angle there as well. Just kicking the inside of it.
That's what he's doing. He's knotting it up. He's loosening up even more. He's making it worse, and now just jarring it, torquing away, a dragon screw-like mentality, just torquing away on the knee. And Warren Banks says, no, I mean, I've never seen Warren Banks quit, ever. But Jakk Sellström is the man that could make God himself quit if he chooses to do so. The Revenant is as dangerous as anyone in his business.
We have a man who is looking to keep an undefeated streak alive, and we have a man who has got so much momentum behind him, wanting to carry it on. This is really one of the card for these two here, two individuals you associate Coliseum Wrestling with both Jakk Sellström and Warren Banks here.
This truly is a main event worthy of the Coliseum. I mean, we're blessed that we get to.
And correct me if I'm wrong as well, you mentioned with Warren Banks 3 main events thus far. I think that's as many main events someone has had in the Coliseum.
Yes, it has. Warren Banks truly believes himself to be the heart and soul of Coliseum. I always refer to Ronnie Knox as the heart and soul because up until this evening, ever present, and we wish Ronnie Knox well and look forward to a return to the Coliseum. But Warren Banks, as far as men's competition, has definitely proven to be the heart of this house.
Oh, look at this double underhook.
And that's why this match came about, because Jakk Sellström believes he's the marquee guy. I should be in the middle of the poster. I should be the man that this company is built around. I've beaten Joel Redman. I've beaten Mike Bird. You, on the other hand, are 1-1 Warren Banks. And of course, Warren Banks, an incredible effort in the first ever main event at Coliseum, coming up just a little bit short against Sheik El Sham of the Millionaires Club. We haven't seen Sheik El Sham since, to be fair. But we have seen Warren Banks since. He's redoubled his efforts. And look at that, a beautiful...
Oh, look at that! Just bending the leg.
It's a variation of an Indian deathlock with the lung blower. I've never seen a variation like that employed in professional wrestling. And Jakk Sellström did very well to get to the ropes, because that is extreme defense. You can hear the visceral grunts of Warren Banks. He's in visible pain. He is trying to get some blood rushing back. And look at the way that leg is practically dangling. That is a target. That is a bullseye for the Revenant. And he is taking aim. Oh my God, a violent European uppercut. Just rocks him. You see the sweat just fly off of the chin. And very smart again, went right back to the knee. He does not want to get in a stand-up fight with Warren Banks, which is why he's trying to do. And these men are just waylaying each other. You think about that, oh my God, the physicality. Think about the physical war Warren Banks went to with Conor Mills last time around at Coliseum. Oh my God. That might genuinely be the most violent European uppercut I've ever seen in this business. Jakk Sellström is a terrifying prospect, looking for a back suplex, and that takes a lot of strength to be able to squat and dead weight, considering the sheer amount of torque and pain that must be going through Warren Banks' knee right now. And oh my God, a ripcord knee. It might have been inadvisable, but he got all of it on Jakk Sellström. And now that waist lock go behind. Look at the ripcord knee.
And that's on the bad knee, though.
Yeah,
it's on the bad knee.
It is, but can he capitalise? He's got to capitalise. He's got to get body on body coverage. He has, and he's hooked the leg, and he's barely...
A second too long.
I'll tell you what as well, barely hooked the leg. You know, it's really struggling to get his body across, because when your knee is debilitated like that, as somebody who's gone through ACL injections themselves, I know what it feels like. You struggle to gain any kind of momentum. You can't find your cerebrum. You just literally fall apart. That's what Warren Banks, to be able to stand after this kind of collision is astonishing in its own right.
And as a wrestler yourself, Aaron, I suppose when you have done a move for so long on one particular body part, you are used to just doing it.
He's got right back to it again with that chop block, and he is so cerebral. It's hard not to be in awe of how good Jakk Sellström is. This vicious streak. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but my God, does it produce results like no other.
Club to the back there.
It is violent how hard this young man is hitting people. Jakk Sellström is a vicious Revenant, and he is trying to frankly put Warren Banks in a body bag.
The fact that Sellström was looking for a tree of row there, and Warren Banks has a big splash there. His leg couldn't hold him up. That's how painful it is. One,
diving headbutt by Jakk Sellström. He employs his entire body. And now Jakk Sellström is just dissecting Warren Banks. Oh my God. Jakk Sellström showing maybe a little bit of anger, a little bit of frustration, and oh boy, look at the eyes of Jakk Sellström. I think that was a mistake. Oh my God, a European uppercut. Almost dismissed his head from his neck, and that's exactly what he'd love to do. And now trying to employ the ultimate Boston Crab, and as if one leg isn't bad enough, he's now looking to debilitate both.
There it is, he's got it locked in.
Don't forget the lower back as well comes into play here. But the extra pressure, the pain shooting through your knee, into your lower back. Your core body is in serious, serious trouble. Jakk Sellström currently employing a vicious Boston Crab on Warren Banks.
And he's looking to reposition, and look!
Oh my God, he's got his foot on the back of the neck, and have you ever seen a man in such trouble?
No, he's not!
It's a lion tamer is what it is.
Warren Banks holding his hand down. He doesn't want to tap the spirit of Warren Banks.
I told you, Warren Banks will not quit. He does not understand how to quit. Jakk Sellström is going to have to literally damn near kill this man to not him off. What a main event. The energy, the heart and the desire of Warren Banks versus the Jesus, hellfire. Cutting off just like that. Just like that.
He damn near broke Jakk Sellström in half with that spear.
What's stunning about that though is that up until that point, Jakk Sellström was in full control. He was in full control. There was absolutely no just a shift of momentum out of literally nowhere. I thought Jakk Sellström was honing in on his third straight win, and yet Warren Banks has cut him in half with a spear, and out of nowhere, Warren Banks has beaten Jakk Sellström.
In terms of Coliseum accolades, we've got through a few wrestlers who have a few accolades. Warren Banks can now add an accolade to his own, breaker of Jakk Sellström's undefeated streak.
The Revenant has finally fallen at the first time of asking against Warren Banks. Oh, wait a minute, it's the comedian Nathan Black. He promised he was going to come down. What the hell is he doing here? He's come out to interact. He looks extremely happy with himself. Size is the name of the game when the comedian Nathan Black is in the house. Obviously, I know the comedian Nathan Black very well. A lavish spender, a lavish individual. He's looking for a microphone, and now, what the hell does he want?
Hold on now, there's always in the train. Warren Banks, right? Excuse me for losing memento. I'm only here on the best of intentions. I'm very familiar with who you are, Mr. Banks. Hey, please, peasant, Sellström. Now, I'm here as a man. I'm causing no trouble here tonight. I'm in my finely best turkey dinner outfit, and I'm just here to introduce myself formally. And I know who you are, and I know you know exactly who I am, the comedian Nathan Black. And all I'm here to do is to extend the handshake to you and ask. It would be an honor, a privilege, and of course a pleasure to come back here to the greatest city in the world and share the ring with you in a month's time on September 24th. What do you say, the comedian and Mr. Warren Banks, 101 for the people of London. What do you say, big boy? Come on. Let's go. They want it.
That would be a magnificent one-on-one matchup.
I truly, honestly look forward to it, but until then, this day is about you. Play this music, come on, show the people they want to see!
So Nathan Black apparently giving Warren Banks the floor, and to be honest, come on! Did you expect anything less from the comedian Nathan Black, who goes low on Warren Banks, and now the comedian is going to turn him into a weasel with that back suplex, and oh boy, I'll tell you what, he might have a lot of money, but he's also got a lot of ability. He is obnoxious as he is talented, and the comedian Nathan Black is now going to absolutely lay waste to Warren Banks. He's got those braces that he put to the ring, and that was strangling the life of Warren Banks. Nathan Black is taking full advantage and making a statement at the expense of Warren Banks, who has just wrestled 20 minutes against Jakk Sellström.
Warren Banks just defeated an undefeated Jakk Sellström.
You dirty saloon waste man! And you, boy!
Oh, come on!
The Northern...
Next month, play my music!
Oh, that's disgusting!
The comedian Nathan Black. To be honest, I'm not surprised. I've seen him do this all over the North. It was a matter of time before he arrived in London. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the goddamn size of him. Nathan Black has made a statement at the expense of Warren Banks.
Well, I am backstage here at Coliseum, and what an incredible main event that was. I am joined by Warren Banks, who has just beaten Jakk Sellström. Warren, run me through that match. What is next for you?
Yeah, just about beat him, didn't I? Jakk Sellström is the real deal. Forget the crown, forget the cape. He's one of the best this country has to offer. But I beat him. And then out comes a real funny guy, the comedian Nathan Black, yeah? I won my first main event, I tore my shoulder. I won my second, I was challenged by Jakk. I won my third, I've been attacked from behind by Nathan Black. Nathan, comedian, you're not funny. I ain't laughing, bro. I am the king of the Coliseum. And when you step to the king, Nathan, You best not miss. So I will see you on September 24th. Bring your tight 5, bring your mouth guard, bring your pillow. Gonna put the boy to sleep.